come vape with me. All sorts of things can happen this morning because my dog is here. Look, here's my little dog. He's sleeping next to me. So he might leap off the sofa and bark. The clock, my clock, is going to chime just now. The phone might ring. All sorts of interruptions might happen. But I thought I'd make this video. This is my new house. We moved. It took months, but we have moved. And I'm quite pleased with how I can easily make videos in my new lounge. Because there's a plain wall, there's a plain thing. I like doing things in front of a plain background. I don't want my knickers hanging on the line behind me when I'm talking. I don't want you to see how messy my bedroom is or how disastrous the kitchen is. So we're still in a complete mess. But I thought I'd make this video because I haven't made any for months because we were moving, and now we've moved. I thought I'd do one. Furthermore, I'm actually pleased with the light that comes on me. I look better in this lounge than I did when I made videos in our old house. But that's vanity. Believe me, behind the lipstick and the cheeks and the eyes and the glasses and under the clothes is just an old lady all falling apart. But I'm still vaping. I'm going up to my 6th year, and I've been wondering whether I should buy myself a birthday present. So come vape with me. Let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been on the internet. I've been looking for devices. I thought I might buy myself a gift, something really new, something progressively better than anything we've had in the past. So I actually dug out some old devices. I've got two, actually I've got more than two, but I've got two really good mechanical devices. This was my Themis, and I did review it years ago now. That's a Themis. It's titanium and gold plated, and it's really beautiful. I think that's beautiful. But of course it vapes at 380 volts, and so it's a bit disappointing. You've sort of got to puff on the tank before you get a decent amount of vapor, because it's vaping at a lower voltage or lower wattage. Furthermore, in this little tank which I dug out from my stores, that is an old-fashioned tank with wicks hanging down the sides, and I keep on thinking that I'm tasting the cotton or the material that's made out of. So it sort of ruins the flavor of the e-liquid. This is vanilla. So you've always got to tip these old tanks that have the wicks at the top, because if you stand them like that, eventually they dry out. So these are better laying on their side, and so that the wicks can absorb the e-liquid. So I'm a bit disappointed with the fact that you cannot seem to get away from 3.8 volts on these old, or from any, even the new mechanical mods. Of course you can add a kick. And then I went on the internet, so there's nothing new in mechanical mods. They're all just the same old stuff, really, I think. I went on the internet to see if I could find something new, something improved from what I already have. So I use 3 or 4 different kinds of box mods. There's that tilt from Jack Vapor, which is really good. There's the what's this called? Oh God, what is it called? It's the Tesla Stealth. That's really good. And I did sub-ohm on it for a while, but in fact I've gone off sub-ohming completely. You know, it's a mug's thing, sub-ohming. You use a hell of a lot of e-liquid and a hell of a lot of power from your battery. And you know what? It doesn't give me any more pleasure than just vaping straight from an old kind of, well, I like the bottom coil tanks, and the new ones don't have a flavor of fabric in them, so I like the taste of those. So I don't sub-ohm because it's really expensive, and also I haven't got over this choking effect. I seem to be taking in too much e-liquid and I end up coughing. So what I do is just use box mods. I'm still stuck with that kind of tank. I really like it. I don't know what it is that I like about it. It used to be called a spider tank. It's no longer called that. But they're very easy to get, and they're easy to fill because of the little window there. And there's something about the warmth of the vapor and the flavor on this double coil, bottom coil. I think it's, oh, don't let me remember names because I won't right now. It's just warm and comforting and lovely, so I really stick to those. I use them all over the place. I have got other tanks. I mean, that's the tank, a bigger tank, but then it's too short for the device, so I've got this very beautiful long mouthpiece on it. About the coughing, I think regularly all vapors should actually wash and clean their mouthpieces. I'll tell you why. Some years ago I got a lip infection and a cough, and I couldn't understand because I never seemed to get over it. This is years ago. And I use lip chap, what do you call it, Vaseline lip thing on my lips. And it occurred to me I was reinfecting myself constantly because the bacteria was on this wretched tube of chapstick, or whatever you call it wherever you are in the world. So I chucked it and I used something else, something new, and it all went away like magic. So I think because we can have bacteria on the mouthpieces, that regularly our mouthpieces should be cleaned. We don't want to get bagpiper's lung or anything else from infection from the devices that we're using, so they need to be cleaned, really. I've got a way where I whip them all off, and I've got a cleaning cloth, and I pull it through, and I sort of clean inside. It takes a few seconds. So quite regularly I do that to avoid any kind of self-infection from the devices we're using. So vaping isn't just enjoying the vape, but it's also thinking logically and avoiding any other complications that might come from it. Of course, propylene glycol and vegetable glycol are antibacterial, so the likelihood of something building up there is very rare, I would think. But nevertheless, it's better to be safe than sorry. So now, where have I got to? I've been on the internet looking for a better box mod, better tanks, something new and different for my 6th birthday. Or no, it'll be me going into my 6th year of not smoking. That is an absolute miracle. If you told me that 6 years ago, in 6 years in time in the future I wouldn't be a smoker, I wouldn't have believed you. It's so outrageously not possible. And here I am making a video telling you I want to buy myself a gift for being such a good girl and not smoking. In next month is my birthday, and next month I'm going into my 6th year of not smoking. Not even one puff, not one single cigarette. So I think I deserve a present. But you know what? all that stuff on the internet is all the same. Now and again I get an email, would I review this, that or the other thing? And then I look at the thing that I wanted to review, and it's the same as all the stuff I've done. I won't do e-liquid reviews because how I taste it is not how you will taste it, so that's pretty pointless. The cigar-like reviews I absolutely refuse to do because although they stopped me in the beginning of smoking, they didn't keep me off smoking. If you want to really stop smoking and you're going to try vaping, you must get yourself on to a better device. And so far the best thing that's come out are box mods, because you can charge them easily, the batteries last for a long time, you can do all sorts of stuff with a box mod, and some of them, like this little mini curve, is really cute, unless you've got a really long thing on the top, but it's really cute because you can stealth vape with it. So there are loads of other stuffs better than just an electronic cigarette that you buy at the supermarket. So if you've bought yourself one of those, go on the internet and find yourself something better, because that will keep you from smoking. The little electronic cigarette is just a placeholder, if you like, for a cigarette while you're getting off them. But if you really want to stop smoking and enter the world of vaping, get yourself something really nice. And I haven't got any to review because actually basically they're all more or less the same as each other. So on my box mods I increase the voltage because I prefer it about 4.5. I find my e-liquid on these tanks actually tastes better if it's not vaped at high voltage. And definitely I've gone off sub-ohming. I really have. So that's where I am now. If I buy myself something really nice, or if somebody out there would like me to review something that's different and better and more progressive and more exciting than what we already have, do contact me because I'll do it for you. So thanks for vaping with me in my new house, and carry on vaping, and I'll see you at the next video.